Be one of my last matches of my career, I don't know, but I will try to enjoy as much as I can.
The year is 2006, and a towering 6'6" Argentine, Juan Martin Del Potro, steps into the professional tennis scene at the Viña del Mar Movistar Open in Chile. Little did we know then that this was the beginning of an era that would grip the tennis world for over a decade. But things were about to go horribly wrong. Though before we continue, did you know that Del Potro attributes this one weird food as the reason behind his hometown of Tandil, Argentina, producing so many professional tennis players? Watch till the end to find out more. And as always, if this video serves up some tennis joy, volley that like button and backhand a subscribe for more ace-worthy tennis content like this. More than 90% of you amazing spectators aren't subscribed yet, so give it a click and let's get you on our tennis-loving team. Del Potro's initial years were akin to a young eagle learning to fly. He soared high, unhampered by the ravages of time or bodily pain. The Argentine quickly made his presence felt with a staggering 23-match winning streak, an accomplishment many seasoned players could only dream of. His prowess on the court and his steely determination finally culminated in a victorious campaign at the US Open in 2009. This was the peak of his early career, his first and only Grand Slam win, one that catapulted him to the zenith of world tennis rankings. Suddenly, the name Juan Martin Del Potro was on everyone's lips. He was not just another player, he was the Tower of Tandil, standing tall and firm against the tennis gales. Juan Martin Del Potro's career has been marked by a string of unfortunate injuries, which started with a right wrist injury at the Shanghai Masters in 2009. This was a turning point in his journey as it required surgery and forced him away from the sport for 8 months. This period was not just a test of his physical endurance, but of his mental fortitude as well. Against all odds, Del Potro returned to the court in 2011 with a repaired wrist and an unbroken spirit. His remarkable comeback was acknowledged with the ATP Comeback Player of the Year award. Despite this triumphant return, his injury woes were far from over. He faced recurring issues with his left wrist, which troubled him to such an extent that he had to undergo 3 surgeries within a span of 2 years. His first surgery took place in 2014, and he tried to rush back to the court afterwards, a decision which may have hampered his recovery process and led to a second surgery. With persistent pain, he opted for a third procedure. At the time of his third surgery in 2015, Del Potro had fallen outside the top 500 of the ATP rankings altogether, a significant drop for a player who had been regarded as one of the biggest talents in tennis. But true to his spirit, Del Potro hit back with a vengeance. His second comeback in 2016 culminated in a silver medal at the Rio Olympic Games, and for the second time, he claimed the ATP Comeback Player of the Year award. Just as we thought Del Potro was settling into a period of relative peace, the sporting gods had another ordeal in store. A fractured kneecap in 2018, sustained during the Shanghai Masters, forced him to withdraw from the rest of the season. A promising year, punctuated by a career-high ranking of number 3, was abruptly halted. His fans watched in horror as their favourite was once again sidelined, wrestling with the prospect of another long and grueling recovery process. However, Del Potro's tribulations were far from over. In 2020, he underwent 3 knee surgeries, each one a stark reminder of the relentless physical toll tennis can exact on his brightest stars. Despite these setbacks, Del Potro's indomitable spirit and unwavering love for the game have never wavered, leaving his fans hopeful for yet another inspiring comeback. Yet, the Argentine remained the epitome of grace. Even in the face of this adversity, he never lost his spirit or the gentle humour that endeared him to millions of fans worldwide. As we entered 2023, the tennis world braced for the news that was to come. Del Potro announced his retirement following a heartfelt performance on a home clay court in Buenos Aires. He lost the match to Federico Del Bonis, but the result seemed trivial compared to the weight weight of the occasion. In his retirement speech, Del Potro noted, "I am happy with myself because my last match was on a court and not in a press conference, and because I did it in front of you. I want to live in peace, sleep without pain in the knee." His priority is to be able to live without pain. These words from the Tower of Tandil reverberated across the tennis world, reminding us that athletes behind their superhuman feats are humans, vulnerable to the pain of injury and the sting of defeat. As we look back at Del Potro's illustrious career, it's impossible not to mention the one dream he couldn't fulfill, being the world's #1. Del Potro himself said, "The only thing I lacked was being world #1. It was always a dream and I worked hard for it. I'm proud of my career, but I never made it because there was always Federer, Nadal or Djokovic. When I look at the rankings and the years of my career and who was fighting to be #1, I see that it was beautiful, that these were the ones who didn't let me make it, this dream." He took the disappointment in stride, maintaining that it was the very presence of Federer, Nadal or Djokovic that made the journey worth it. But as the curtain falls on the Tower of Tandil, could there be one final act waiting in the wings? Rumours are abuzz that the 2023 US Open may just witness a surprise comeback. In a conversation with the West Australian, Del Potro was found to be brimming with determination. "I'm determined to do everything possible to play one last official match at the US Open 2023. He stated. But with the condition of his knee acting as the director of this play, only time will tell if Del Potro will be able to stage this last dance. So folks, keep your calendars marked and popcorn ready. The Argentine could very well be gearing up to leave us all spellbound one last time. The saga of Juan Martin Del Potro reminds us that success isn't always measured by victories or rankings. It's about resilience, determination, and the strength to stand tall amid adversities. And while his retirement is a farewell, Del Potro's story will forever inspire the world of tennis and beyond. Now for the answer to our trivia question. Juan Martin Del Potro, affectionately known as Delpo, is a product of the small mountain town of Tandil in Argentina. This town, although relatively small with a population of around 100,000 residents, has surprisingly been the origin of 6 male professional tennis players, including Del Potro himself. This unique phenomenon raises the question, what makes Tandil such a fertile breeding ground for tennis talent? Del Potro offers several explanations. He credits the presence of excellent coaches, including his own childhood coach, Marcelo Gomez. The availability of high-quality training facilities, including good tennis courts and gyms, also plays a pivotal role. Tandil's weather, which is conducive to outdoor activities year-round, allows for consistent training and practice. Interestingly, Del Potro also humorously suggests that the quality of the beef in Tandil could play a part. While said in jest, this nod to the high-quality, protein-rich local cuisine does highlight the importance of nutrition in high-performance sports. And that, my friends, is game, set, and match for this episode of Glam Slam Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action and what we have in store. Until next time, stay fabulous and ace those serves.